Taliesin West was architect Frank Lloyd Wright's winter home and school in the desert from 1937 until his death in 1959 at the age of 91. Today it's the main campus of the School of Architecture at Taliesin. It's a worldwide known architectural school, and it houses the Frank Lloyd Wright Foundation. Wright and his fellowship began the trek to Arizona each winter in 1935 to escape the harsh Wisconsin winters because of Wright's health and also on his doctor's advice. It's a perfect spot for such a building. The investment of over $10,000 was needed to dig a well deep enough to provide sufficient water for the campus. And the initial winters for Wright and his students lived in tents while they built the first structures mainly by hand using such local material as possible, rock, stone, and sand. The design of the buildings is supposed to complement the natural Sonoran desert landscape of the site. When Wright and his family arrived, they found Native American petroglyphs among the rocks. One, seen today at the beginning of the guided tour, shows what may be hands clasping. Wright stylized the figures into interconnected lines which became the symbol of Taliesin West. He felt very strongly about connecting the buildings to the desert. He said Arizona needs its own architecture. Arizona's long, low, sweeping lines, uplifting plains, all of those surfaces are patterned after such an abstraction in line and color, and to find realism in the patterns of the rattlesnake, the Gila monster, the saguaro, and the cholla. The structure's walls are made of local desert rocks stacked with wood forms. Wright always favored using materials readily available rather than those that must be transported to the site. In his own words, those were those simple characteristic silhouettes to go by. Tremendous drifts and heaps of sunburned desert rocks were nearby to be used. We got it all together with the landscape. Natural light also played a major part in his design. In the drafting room, Wright used translucent canvas to act as a roof, later replaced by plastic because of the intense wear from the Arizona sun. In the south dining room, Wright did not take the masonry walls from floor to ceiling and designed the roof to hang past the walls, preventing unwanted sun rays from penetrating but allowing the horizontal light to pass through the room. Wright believed natural light aided the work environment he and his apprentices worked in, keeping the inside of the building in touch with the natural surroundings. All the furniture and decorations were designed by Wright and the majority built by apprentices. A brilliant aspect of Wright's design is the cabaret theater. Built with 6 sides out of the standard rock concrete mixture in an irregularly hexagonal shape, the theater provides its occupants with what someone has called 95% acoustic perfection. Someone sitting in the back row can hear the lightest whisper from a speaker on the stage. So today we're going to move on with area now that we know what a polyhedron is. We're going to go 3-dimensional. Okay? So Swabet, student will be able to find the surface area of a prism. How much area is there on this entire surface? Well, I'm going to use the glass box method, and I'm going to kind of do this number. I'll give you a little graphic organizer to help you. Surface area, which is the total area, equals. All right, I got some shapes here. Let's see. What shapes do you see? Well, I got 2 bases. They're kind of long and skinny. Let's do that one first. I'm just going to sketch this. I've got a long skinny base and another long skinny base. And what do I got? These 2 front pieces. Okay, I got the 2 front pieces. They're not quite so long. The front piece and, of course, the back piece. And I've got these two big side panels right here. Okay, so I got a side panel and a side panel. They're kind of big. Well, now, to find the total area, all I have to do is find all of these little areas, each face and both the bases, and add them up. And that'll be my answer. So let's do a little math right now. Let's see here. How long is that bottom? 12 inches. How wide is it? 8. So area equals how long it is times how wide it is, which is 8 times 12. 8 times 12 is 96. Inches times inches is inches squared. So this guy is 96 right here. This guy down here is 96. But wait, if that guy is 96, what's the top part? Yeah, isn't that 96 too? They're equal because it's the same basis. So that one's 96 too. Now, let's do this front part right here. Let's see, how long is it? 10. How wide is it? 8. So area equals how long it is times how wide it is. So this guy right here is going to be 8 by 10. 8 times 10 is 80. So this guy right here is 80. So that guy's 80. That guy was 96. This guy was 96. That guy's 80. This guy's 80. So far, so good. Am I missing anything? Yeah, let's see. Let's find the area of one of these sides now. One of these big side parts right here. Let's see. How long is that side? 12. How wide is it? 10. So area equals how long it is times how wide it is. If you have a formula, write it. Say that. If you have a formula, write it. Gives you something to look at. You know what you're doing. There's a place to put the numbers in. You can't go wrong now. 8 times 10, or 8 times 12, I'm sorry, 8 times 12. Oh, 10 times 12. A little mistake there. I almost got the wrong one. 10 by 12. If that's 10, that's 10. Yeah. Okay, so 10 times 12 is 120. Inches times inches is inches squared. Inches times inches is inches squared. So this one's 120. If this one's 120, what's the other side? Also 120. There you go. Now you can see it all. 120 there, 120 here. Now all I have to do is add that up and we'll find out what the answer is. All right. Let's see here. 96 plus 96 plus 80 plus 80 plus 120 plus 120 equals 592. 592. Inches times inches is inches squared because area is always in square units. And that's how you do surface area. Pretty straightforward. I like this method of taking the pieces apart and doing each little piece. You could just do the math. You don't have to draw every little picture, but honestly, I think it helps. It always helps to draw a picture. Thanks, you guys. Have a good day.
Audio Jungle.